As we were finishing up the shooting range, I wanted to cover some of the equipment for the well out there that needs protection from the sun and weather, and frankly just doesn't look all that great. Plus, I needed some additional inside storage down by the shooting range. I noticed a lot of ranchers had old metal water tanks sitting in their fields that weren't being used anymore because they had small holes in them. There's really no way to patch those, so I thought it might be fun to repurpose one as a storage shed. I asked one of my neighbors, Matt Feigl, if he had one. Now, Matt's family has been on their land for nearly a century, so you can imagine he has some great old relics. So once Matt dropped off the tank, Milky used our skip loader to get the tank into position so we could work on it. We called our metal fabricator, Tyler, to come out and take a look. Tyler built our custom shooting benches and can do just about anything that needs to be done with metal. We decided to cut a door 6.5 feet tall and 30 inches wide for easy access to the equipment. He also picked up some heavy-duty hinges and a heavy-duty latch to secure the door. Then he went to work cutting the door. It was a windy day when we started to make our cuts, and sparks were flying. So we brought down our 800-gallon water buffalo that we use for fire protection, and we soaked the ground all around Tyler so we didn't burn down the ranch. When Tyler finished cutting the door, I was so excited to go in and see what a 20-year-old 5,000-gallon water tank looked like inside. And here it is. There was a lot of dust and dirt. Once we popped the door open, Tyler was ready to cut the bottom of the tank. He suggested that we leave a 3-inch lip around the bottom to give the tank more rigidity, and it was a great idea. Once we got that done, we decided that the door was just too flimsy. So we welded a frame around the door using some angle iron to strengthen the door. He made a small cut every few inches so the iron would bend and keep the shape of the original tank. It worked out great, and the door closes and latches perfectly. Okay, now for the fun part. We needed to lift the tank up over the 4-foot equipment. With the skip loader, we couldn't get the right angle to lift it high enough. So we had the idea to take two 10-foot pieces of channel steel that slipped over the forks of the skip loader to extend it enough to lift the tank. It was pretty exciting. That is a big tank, it weighed a lot, and I didn't want to drop it on the equipment or Tyler. Once the tank was in place, it was great to jump off the skip loader and walk into my new equipment shed. All the equipment is safely in place and protected from the weather, and with a reinforced door we can easily get in and out whenever we need to. It felt good to use a great old piece of equipment, a steel water tank, to protect these new pieces of equipment, and at the same time preserve the rustic look that we love here at Red Cloud Ranch.